What stands out? What was the one thing that stood out from the schedule release?
Well, we all wanted to see when, where, how often we would witness the Jets with Aaron Rodgers in standalone games. 6 in all, 4 more that start at 4:25 p.m. Eastern, which are big audience games. Those generate huge ratings on CBS or Fox. And when you look at their schedule, and Dan, this is something to keep in mind because everybody's going to expect the Jets to make it to the playoffs. There's a quirk in the schedule where you have a rotation every year. Every team from a given division plays all of the teams from one of the other divisions in the conference and all of the teams from one of the divisions in the other conference. And it just both rotate every year. And it fits together. And this year it has landed like the wheel of fortune on AFC West and NFC East. That's half your schedule against 2 of the better divisions in the NFL.
Yeah.
So when you start talking about wild card berths, and also you're cannibalizing 6 games of your own schedule against your division rivals. I'm not so sure more than one team is getting out of the AFC East this year with a playoff spot.
Whoa.
I don't know that one of those other teams is getting a wild card berth. And you look at the Jets, they got the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Cowboys in the first 5 weeks. They got some tough games, and they may not make it to the playoffs.
But then you're saying the Dolphins may not make it to the playoffs.
And the Patriots.
Patriots not making the playoffs.
It may be one team and one team only. That's why week 1 for the Jets is so critical, Dan, because if they lose to the Bills at home, and then they have to go play at Buffalo later, you get swept by the Bills. Good luck beating out the Bills for the division title if the Bills have swept you, beaten you twice, and hold the head-to-head tiebreaker. So that week 1 game is critical. Those early season games are huge for the Jets.
Do you think the Jets roster is ready for this? We know Rodgers can be, but the Jets roster, their coach, the coverage. Now you're not you're the Jets. Now you're the Jets. Expectation level is through the roof.
Well, and part of it is you embrace it because along the way you make a lot of money. You get a lot of attention. You get to bask in the spotlight, even if at the end of the day you're on the sideline watching the other teams play in the postseason. So there's different ways to define success from a business standpoint. Only one team wins the Super Bowl, but all the other teams have to make money. And the Jets have been irrelevant for so long. This is their moment, however it plays out. And I interviewed Joe Douglas, the GM of the Jets, yesterday, and I tried to figure out what's that line of demarcation between success and failure. What does it take for you to say, we did the right thing here? And it's going to be fascinating to see because they're never going to admit to us. They're never going to say, we really screwed that up. We never should have traded for Aaron Rodgers. But they're going to be relevant. They're going to be present. They're going to make money. But how good are they going to be? And you raise a great point. They got a lot of young players who are going to have to grow up quickly if they want to compete, especially if they start off 2-4 through their first 6 games, which isn't impossible.